Today's horoscope, Sagittarius May 2nd, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Being open to different ways to do your everyday life can improve your life all around in significant ways. You're approaching things with spirit and practicality, which is a winning combo. It's a good time to make changes in your home life or with living conditions that reflect well in your work or on your health, and vice versa. You can feel particularly motivated to improve your life or do something courageous, likely due to strong feelings about embracing security or a desire to lay down roots. You have a strong sense that you can make things happen. Family or home life can be strong motivators for you. Novel approaches can bring in fresh energy and wonderful benefits. As you approach your comfort, home life, family interactions, and daily life with more positivity, opportunities emerge to improve your routines, health, or job. A whole new pace to life has been invigorating you in recent weeks. As mighty Mars, the planet of sex, passion, and fire, energizes your solar of expansion, you will feel the wind lifting beneath your wings. Mars will orbit in Leo, a fellow fire sign, until June 17, 2025. And this will aid you in a multitude of levels. First, you'll notice more ease in your life, as well as a natural boost in charm and sex appeal. However, you could also channel this to pursue travel or unique, exotic experiences with your one and only. Singles should look for someone outside of their usual type. Your intelligence and highest ideals will be on display for everyone to see, and many of them will appreciate the view. Try to give as good as you get. The aspect for the day gives you an emotional feeling that can't necessarily be dealt with on your lunch break. Give in to your emotions and notice what it is you are actually feeling. There doesn't need to be a big breakdown or a confrontation with someone, just notice what you are feeling and maybe write it down in your journal at some point. Processing emotions is much easier if you have exercise as part of your day. Drink lots of water too. Your confidence will be strong on this day. If there is business that needs to be attended to in one of your relationships, this is an excellent vibration to do it. As much as you like keeping the peace, there comes a time when you have to speak up if things aren't going well. Let the motivation and initiative move you to this end in any area of your relationships that need some attention. You are sure to be glad you did. A month after Venus retrograde back out of a playful and creative part of your chart, she returns today to find that a lot has changed. Not only has Venus returned to find that your professional year has caught its second wind and that 3 days after a new moon things are still coming together on the job and career fronts, but that the playful, creative, and adventurous side of life's fence is also powering up. While Venus has been gone, dreamy Neptune has not only returned to a playful and creative part of your chart for the first time in 150 years, but Mars has returned to an adventurous part of your chart for a second chance to fire up a passion for adventure. It is just as the moon is wrapping up its last visit to your relationship sector while Jupiter is on his own here and is separating from a friendly aspect to Pluto in your communication sector. A month after leaving your romantic sector, Venus, the planet of love, returns today to find that everything has changed. Since Venus retrograde back out a month ago, Neptune, the planet of hopes and dreams, has not only returned, but Mars, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos, is back in an adventurous part of your chart. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's cosmic energy brings a fascinating opportunity for transformation, self-discovery, and reflection as Uranus in grounded Taurus forms a harmonious sextile with the North Node in intuitive Pisces and a supportive trine with the South Node in thoughtful Virgo. This celestial alignment can stir deep shifts in your personal fate and destiny, though not necessarily in ways you expect. You may notice unusual twists of fate beginning to unfold. These changes might arrive suddenly or subtly, showing up as a chance meeting, a flash of inspiration, or a situation that reawakens something from your past. While these moments can feel disorienting at first, they often lead to pivotal breakthroughs, especially when you're open to learning from them. Interestingly, this period might also bring a strong urge to return to old patterns or habits. Perhaps you're revisiting a former mindset, rekindling an old friendship, or slipping back into routines you thought you had outgrown. And while that might feel like you're taking a step backward, it can actually serve a greater purpose. There's wisdom in returning. Sometimes we have to look back to understand how far we've come, and occasionally, something from our past still holds value for our present journey. Take this as an invitation to reflect. Ask yourself, what habits or beliefs are resurfacing? Are they here to teach you something or to remind you of who you no longer are? Sometimes what feels like stagnation is actually a moment of incubation, a quiet space before a major leap forward. As your mind becomes more alert and your curiosity expands, you may feel a strong desire to explore new ideas, perspectives, or experiences. It's a great time to engage in learning, whether through books, conversations, travel, or simply paying closer attention to your surroundings. But remember, while it's energizing to feed your mind, too much input can become overwhelming. Give yourself permission to slow down. Let things settle so you can absorb them fully and use what you learn in meaningful ways. If life starts to feel hectic or scattered, grounding practices will help tremendously. Whether it's taking a mindful walk through nature, meditating in silence, or spending time moving your body, give yourself time to reconnect. These small resets can do wonders for your mental clarity and emotional well-being. One of your greatest strengths right now is your ability to communicate with clarity and purpose. If there's something weighing on your mind, whether it's a disagreement, a lingering question, or an idea you've been wanting to share, don't hold back. Now is the time to speak up. Be honest, but also be open. Show others that you value their input as much as your own. This openness can bring healing, understanding, and maybe even a solution to a long-standing issue. Of course, there are also challenges on the horizon. Complications that have been quietly building may now come into focus. While it can be tempting to avoid these issues, procrastination only allows them to grow. If something needs your attention, take a deep breath and face it head-on. Often, the anticipation of a problem is more daunting than the reality. And when you act from a place of courage, you often find you're more capable than you ever imagined. There is a noticeable flow to your actions right now. You might find that things fall into place with less resistance than usual. Use this momentum to make progress toward your dreams and goals, but keep your pace sustainable. It's easy to overestimate your capacity when everything feels on. Be mindful not to take on more than you can reasonably handle. True growth doesn't come from burning out, it comes from steady, aligned effort. In terms of finances, this is a time to be wise, not impulsive. Even if you feel financially stable or optimistic, it's important to pause and assess the details, especially when lending money or agreeing to financial arrangements. If someone approaches you with a proposal that sounds too good to be true, trust your gut. Protecting your resources now ensures your peace of mind later. A practical rule of thumb: if it's worth agreeing to, it's worth putting in writing. And finally, don't overlook the signals your body is sending. If you've been putting off exercise or letting your physical health slide, this is your cue to make a change. You're filled with energy, why not use it to support your well-being? Start with something simple and enjoyable, whether it's a short jog, dancing to your favorite music, or stretching outdoors. The important part is to move. Your body wants to thrive just as much as your mind does. This is your moment to listen to your intuition, lean into your personal power, and trust that the universe is nudging you exactly where you need to be.